sorry for the cut, but my phone decided to stop recording right in the middle of it. So, there's that. When we last left off, I was talking about a project in 6th grade. So, that was very interesting. We got up there. We did our speaking. We were both just absolutely nervous. I feel like she was more nervous than I was, but that could be my imagination. Anyway, I was just like knees weak, arms sweaty. I don't even remember the quote, not gonna lie, but anyway, we just read what was on the slide in the most monotone possible voice. Well, giggling, because you can't. Giggling is like what people do when they're nervous when public speaking. Either that or they say something funny and no one laughs, and so you just you know. So, oh my goodness, what have I done? Oh my goodness, I broke the unicorn. So this unicorn is supposed to have this inside of it, and it like poops it. But it's not inside of it anymore. So we're gonna have to do a unicorn surgery real quick. Just let me I'm performing a surgery through a unicorn's rear end. I missed the rear end. I'm performing a surgery through a unicorn's rear end, so yeah. Wait, hold up. We did it. She's alive again. Anyways, that was a really interesting project. We made one of our classmates the queen of the castle. Next, public speaking. Again, at school. Our school really likes to make us do public speaking, which is not great for us. I mean, I like public speaking because, and the last time I did public speaking, I think it went really well. We put on a good show. Plus, like, crowds don't make me nervous. However, just like talking to a person makes me nervous. But like in front of a large crowd, I am fine. Like, I could tell you my life story in front of a crowd. I wouldn't be nervous at all. I could tell you about the most embarrassing thing I've ever done in front of a crowd, and I wouldn't be nervous about it at all. But sitting in a room with one singular person, talking to them, spooky. Depends on the person, of course. It depends on the person, of course, but just very, very, very spooky. Anyways, our next public speaking experience was in 7th grade. I'm pretty sure there was some between then, but the next one I remember was 7th grade. We were working with a girl. We'll call her Eliza. And Peggy. Skylar sisters. So, for this project, we had to make our home little utopia. Because you see, we're reading The Giver, and you know, it's really interesting. So we made the Isle of Seasons. It was really interesting, to me at least. Anyway, we had to present this to the class, and you want to know what's made this worse? Our teacher, we'll call her Miss Stringbean. Okay, there's this thingy. I can't remember what it's called. Put in a picture of it, editing me, if you don't mind. It's this thing where you take a picture of someone, it cuts out their face, and puts it on a little dude, and makes them, like, say silly, stupid, whatever things. And she said, okay, if you don't want to present, that's okay, but you have to do this. And I'm like, Miss Girl. And so, that was not a great teaching moment, if you ask me. I mean, I don't have a teaching degree, but I mean, I feel like that's not the best idea. Because, you know, social anxiety, I know, crazy. And I feel like that thingy just makes it worse, you know. It's just, yeah. Anyway, we got up there. I think we did pretty okay on that one, actually. I was very expressive, and we made veggie burgers. I kid you not, our Utopia's part of our whole thing was the veggie burgers. It was a good time. But that's a story for another time. This got weirdly personal. Anyways, that was good. I did the expressive thing, and very expressive. Didn't just read the slides, you know. I mean, when you're presenting, you gotta give the information that you put on the slides, you know. But you can't just sit there and just read them, you know. You gotta be like, okay, so life is crazy. Stop your staring. Take a hint. Take a. So that's cool. So the final public speaking we're talking about today is a project that we did recently at our school, where we had to teach class a subject about science. I think this was probably the best I've ever been at public speaking, because very expressive, and we put on a good show. Did not just read the slides. I really cannot emphasize how important it is to not just read the slides. Put some pizzazz on it. Give it spice. Give it the spice it needs in its life. I cannot emphasize the importance of that, and the importance of no monotone voice. So I was working with these two girls, and we will call them Amity, because Amity, and Katara, because, again, Katara. We have all the fictional character names here, because privacy reasons. Anyway, I was working with these two girls to teach the class, and it was really interesting. So we got up there, and we taught the class about compounds, mixtures, and elements. We really emphasized salads and periodic tables. We put on a music video called the Periodic Table Song. I will leave a link to it if I can remember. And at first, okay, so near the end of it, we started doing the thing I said about just giggling aggressively. But there was a reason for this. At the end of our teaching, we had a game, because we're so cool like that. Well, we needed 3 volunteers. We'll call them Aang, Zuko, and Sokka, because, you know, the trio of the gang trio of the dudes. So, we walked up there, and so we got up there, and so basically the prize was you get a hug, because, I don't know, ain't nobody got time for candy. You get hugs as your prize if you want it. So there was this one boy, Zuko. He really got into it, and he ended up losing in the end. And that was why we started laughing, because he got very much so into it. In the end, Aang was the one who won, and she got a high five instead, because she didn't want a hug. And we respect that. We respect people who don't want the hugs, they want the high fives. We respect and appreciate that. In other news, it was very, I believe we put on a good show. Now, before we go, I would like to throw in some tips I have for public speaking. I know I've been like sprinkling them throughout the video, but here's like a piled list of them. Number 1, and I cannot stress this enough, don't read what's on the slide. Be expressive. Add some stuff, like improvise, do some jazz, sing it if it helps you. Honestly, do it. Number 2, don't do it in a monotone voice. This is what it'll be like, and it's really not entertaining in a monotone voice. I mean, unless you really like monotone voices, but it's just not, it's not the vibes here. You gotta be expressive. Another thing I can think of which helps, talk with your hands. If you are able to like efficiently entertain the visuals, that it really helps. It really helps. Visuals help everything. They solve all your problems. Visuals, great. Top tier. You need them. Talk with the hands. Learn sign language if you can't think of anything. Go bibbidi bobbidi boo. Learn the sign language. If you really just cannot talk with your hands, learn sign language. Also, if you are nervous before public speaking, breathe. I'm serious. Breathe. Give one of these guys and just like. We were really about to get through this without any issues with the camera stand, but no, heaven forbid. Someone whisper he's part of some scheme. Please, we have like 2-3 more minutes left. Don't do this. Please, I'm begging you. Oh my goodness, I'm going to lose it today. On camera. Live. I'm gonna lose it, I'm telling you. Holy, I think I broke it. Holy, it just came off. Oh, it just came off. I'm sorry. But this is not how I planned this to go. Are we going to have a problem? Okay. Please, I'm begging you. Yeah, I don't think we'll ever be able to get through a video on this channel without the camera malfunction, or the camera stand, I guess, is the proper word for it, malfunctioning. Where were we? We were on public speaking tips before someone decided to make this problem. Do whatever you can to be less nervous, and something that really helped me was being able to be on stage for like band and chorus and stuff with other people before like getting up there and being by myself. It genuinely helps a lot. Like, I'm serious. If you have an opportunity to be on stage with others and then be on stage just by yourself, do it. I'm serious. Because, like, playing in band and singing in chorus was really, really helpful. To be less nervous when doing a public speaking. So, yeah. I believe that is all for today. And thank you for watching. If you got through this far of a video, you're pretty cool. And you are loved and appreciated. Have a good day.